Hello and good afternoon. Welcome again to another installment of GamingHQ.tv. We're going to be doing server testing today, so bear with us. The server that we're working on status is green. We want to make sure all of our signals here are green. Should be green. Let's turn down this audio signal here. We got Mick Mac on audio and stream. She's been really good as far as getting everything that we want done. We just have to make sure that we've got it covered on our end as well. So we're going to be doing a little bit more stream testing. We're just getting launched, as you know, so bear with us. We'll also be having the Elite Dangerous Horizons coming in. So when we get that, that'll be all good stuff too. We'll be doing surface landings. While we were in Elite Dangerous, it was funny. Last time, you can check one of the rebroadcasts, we were interdicted 4 times. An interdiction happens when you're doing a frame shift jump between systems. And of course, someone can target that and break your jump point, and then of course attack you once you get out of the jump and take your cargo or destroy your ship or both. So you got to watch yourself in the real world element. We're loading the real world. Let's see if it's not working. Let's try to get a reload on it. I don't understand. It should be working. Why it isn't. Check everything. We're going to relaunch. Give us a second. We'll relaunch. Okay. It's here. Hoping everybody's been checking our streams. We've been hearing that there's been some difficulties as far as sound and other things as well. So we want to make sure we get it right going forward, stopping it right away where the problems are and trying to give you the best signals that we can here at GamingHQ.tv. We do want to make sure that you're getting as far as what you want. We're going to give it to you. Just give us some time. We'll fix it. And it'll all be good. Things. Okay, we're just reloading the game and it'll be right up in just a second. Like I said, we're going to be doing some server stress testing. Right now you should be looking at the Elite Dangerous logo screen, seeing all the different types of images that we're going to see, if not more. It's a huge universe. There's so many pretty things to see in it. Doing a lot of jump points today, so we should be covered on that. Now we're going to get ready to start our system jumps and things of that nature. I'm going to jump over to our capture software. Should hopefully be getting you game. Let's do it. Okay, we should be broadcasting straight now to our signal. And McMac is saying that she's getting a green signal, so everything's starting up the way that it should. Double launching this game. Wants to go again, so we'll work it one more time. Load here. Be coming up. Server testing. November 9th, approximately 3:45. 15. And launch. Tighten up the graphics on the screen a little bit. At a time, one thing at a time. Best resolutions on things that we can do as far as what the game will allow. To do the 1280 by we can do interlaced. Let's try it, see what we get. See what you get. Should be a cleaner signal. After we do the interlacing, it should be a little bit larger, a little bit better. Went back to it, or it held? It held. Good, good. Keep it the other stuff the way that it is, but there are quite a few different things that you can go through graphically. And let me just show you what's coming, because people are wondering what's going on with VR and all this other stuff. Well, I'll tell you what's going on with VR. In the background, companies are sitting there getting ready to design and set up the VR universe. So if you start looking at some of your newer games and you look into the graphic settings a little bit and you check into the listing, you might see some things in there that actually will be dealing with, like here, 3D focal distance, 3D separation, 3D in itself, which we do have. We're going to be running some tri-def tests as well. We did that last month for some of the scary games. If you don't have a tri-def screen or monitor, it won't work for you, so it's very limiting. But there are other things in here that you will find. Some people are getting ready to do the virtual setup, so it should be a lot of fun. You should have a whole new world when you do that, because you're basically looking around and feeling like you're in the universe. And it's a great immersion factor, which is what we're going to have here now. Going into a private group. Oh, wait a minute. Was that supposed to be open play? I think it was. Are we doing both tests today? Do both? Okay. Okay, then good. We'll just accidentally start on the first test. And again, if anybody's out there watching, we appreciate that. We are streaming live on gaminghq.tv, trying to make sure that our signal speed and strength and sound are all working. You're watching the loading on Elite Dangerous. Now we're in the base in the ship, and everything seems to be matching as far as timing goes on the server. So we're not noticing any issues as far as load times or things like that. So bear with us. We're going to get this thing worked out today, and you're going to help. Thank you, everyone, for helping. We've had a few people already recommend some things. Clean up the backboard, make sure that we don't have things that aren't running in full screen if we can help it. Full screen's definitely a benefit. Sound should be better. We're now working with Discord to create a sound channel. So if you'd like to come in and talk with us about anything, you can do that. We're at, of course, the Discord. Just download the Discord app and then just put in Gaming HQ TV, and we should be the first ones to pop up. And it should say Elite Dangerous if you're running Elite Dangerous. So again, for the outside of the ship, we're going to go into starport services here first. I did take a little bit of damage, I believe, on my last interdiction, or I've repaired it. Okay, so we've repaired and refueled everything. It's just a little repair that you have to pay 10 all the time for, so don't bother with that thing. But what we want to do is we want to check the bulletin board. Here we go. Bulletin board is one of the first things you want to definitely check out. It's going to have basically um, everything that I don't want to say a merchant that's going to need, but it'll definitely give you something that you're going to find that's needed in that station. So here on the missions, you're going to see certain things that they're requesting. Can you find platinum? Because it's a pain. They can't find it. They'll pay you 105,000 if you can. Data handler, if you want to do that. And again, if you just click on it, it will give you more in detail. But be careful, because some of these things actually are um, what will put you on the contacts board, and we'll go over that one about it's the next because it's in the list. But the contacts board has things that make you that if you're doing things illegally, they're going to know about it. We're not going to take this mission here. Make sure if you do take it, you actually do it, because you could be fined for not doing a mission, and of course end up in this what we call contacts local security office list, which has fines, legacy, legalities, things like that, bounties, trade dividends. If you're not dealing or paying with your certain types of shipment or transfers, you unfortunately will not be doing too well. You'll be actually getting shot and killed in a lot of things. Combat bond contract. You can actually look for people that have a bond or something like that, and if there's a bounty on them, you can be a bounty hunter. Cool, huh? Commodities is next. We're going to go through some of the materials. We have a Type 6 cargo space here, which is 48, and I've had this thing pumped up to over 80 units, but right now I've been doing some exploring, and I've noticed that this Lakon 7 ship is pretty good for an overall roundabout ship. We're going to get out into space soon enough, don't worry. Everybody's going to see space in the space universe. But here, if there's something that we need to ship or transport, if we can, to another universe, we would do that. We were actually getting part to deal with the building of a space station in this sector somewhere. I don't know if they've created or completed the space station build, but we're going to find that out somewhere. I just wanted to show you the things that you can buy and sell in the markets, and they're active. What's on demand? You can see here this lichen is high demand, and the supply is none. There's no supply here. So the supply is on this right side, and then of course you've got your demand and your cargo space. If you can fit it all in there, they'll take it. And then of course your buying price and your selling price. You always want to buy it cheap, low, buy low, sell high. Simple business math. Buy low, sell high. Genius stuff. Okay, like Warren Buffett does, makes billions. We're at about 2 million, but that doesn't mean anything because ships in this, again, I might as well just show you ships in this section. If you go to outfitting, hopefully we'll see some ships if we can. Oh no, there isn't a starport. There's actually a shipyard that would show up there. But this way you can see our ship a little bit from the outside. It's got two mining lasers. You can see we actually do mining. We have a refinery built into our ship where we mine and process and refine minerals right in the ship. We basically have point defense weapons. We're a mining ship right now. So again, I've changed the configuration here in the right corner. You can see power use, cargo capacity, fuel capacity, your mass load that you can carry, jump range, which if you want to jump between starports, you have to know, and your balance, what your credit is. So you can see we're about 2.2. Some people have millions and billions of dollars, and they need to. We'll see it when we go to a shipyard, how much the ships cost. So, and also when you're traveling, if you go to the Universal Cartographer, if you've been far enough to other stations, they will pay you for the data that you've been around. You're basically like a Christopher Columbus for them. So that's a money-making thing too. So you're finding all kinds of different money and jobs. We're going to keep the cargo clear. What we do need to buy for our mining ship is, um, oh, limpets. I forgot to get the limpets. I'll show you where that is. That's also in Starport Services. It should be right here on the main page. We're going to keep the cargo clear. What we do need to buy for our mining ship is, oh, limpets. I forgot to get the limpets. I'll show you where that is. Just went over contacts. I think it's in the shipyard. That's why we can't get them. There's no shipyard here. So again, let's go to the cockpit. You've got several areas that you should know about in your cockpit. The left side over here, if you want to move your head, you can move your head around with pushing down on your mouse wheel. If you have a mouse wheel, you can look around, and I can see, and Micmac is telling me we do have a green stream on this, so everything is coming out clean, and as you see us moving it is what you should be seeing directly on the screen. So again, we have that rolling here. I was going to show you, if you look to your left, this screen will come up. This has navigation, transaction, contacts. You can see here each one has a different meaning to them. Navigation obviously is where you're going to travel around the world. We're at the Von Helmet base, the top one on the right. We were heading to a specific session for, like I said, uh, starship work. But now we're going to change up and head out to a mining area so that we can do some mining. Hopefully won't get attacked or bothered in this area. So let's take a look over here in the galaxy map. You can see all the different systems that are just turning into basically, I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but a spirograph or some kind of mix of charts and vectors that are coming out. You can also tell that you have a line that goes from one point to the next point with information on it, and the information is critical because you can tell that someone either exploited the system here, someone actually may own it and has it under their control. See here, like this one here, controlled by this type of person or group. So things are going to change based on what he owns, and you can do that as well. Again, just to give you an idea as far as how big this universe is, we're still panning out. I've been this far out here, which is Branny. That'll show you how far away I've been from just this system alone, how many jumps it would take to get here. You could plot it here on the list and take a second. It should plot out for you. It usually plots an orange line if you can make one. Plot route. It's plotting now. There we go. Must not have pushed it. And there you go. It's creating a plot route for you. I actually made a lot of money around Branny, and of course I keep that on my list. And it's a good thing to write them down because I traveled through, as you can see, quite a few systems. The traveling through the universe, which is what we'll see in the map. persistent universe at least. And again, they're going to be offering surface landings. So you can see that I'm traveling here on this route, and I'm still going to many, many star systems. Info, we can go over here, find a system name. I don't know if I've saved any names or not on routes. I don't think I have, because it's been about a week since we've been on. So I'm going to take the plot point off of this one, and we're going to go to a system that's going to be based for mining. So we want mining. I'm going to go, I'll show you here, to the system list. And we want to try to find a bigger base. It has like a little cone list to it, and when we fly out, you'll see the difference. Not an orbital base. It's a base that you actually have to land on. Satellite pad or something like that. So we have a full fuel load. Not worried about fuel too much. Find. Thank you for sticking with us here at GamingHQ.tv. We're doing server testing today, load balance. As soon as I get out into space, we're going to be doing load balance, and when we get around a specific system, that's also going to give us the server speed and what things are going on here so that MicMac can do her thing. Galaxy map then. Something that says things of I think Saturn. Actually, how far are we from the solar system? We actually have our Earth has its own system, so you'd go to the solar system, which is we're not too far away from actually. It's controlled by something. Allegiance to any specific thing. We're like Switzerland right now. So it makes it difficult sometimes flying around the universe here. Quite fast. I think they must have seen this in space, and that's what they came for that word, vast. It is. Safety as we fly to it. What's this system? Yellow dots, not owned by anybody usually. Star. It's got a population, allegiance dependent. I like that. A lot of point to them. See what's going on in that system area. It's pretty quick, not that far away, one jump away. So we'll do one jump, safety jump. See if we can find something in there. So now we've got it plotted in our system. You can see the destination's Naguana at 16.4 light years. We have no transactions that are outstanding. We have no contacts at this point at the base. You can call the base if you wanted to call them, and you will have to do that when you're coming in for a landing. You have to request docking or they will shoot you down. See, request docking. Yeah, okay. And then on this side, you have your status, your modules, your fire groups, your cargo, functions, how things are working. See, cargo-wise, it says limpet 20, so we do have some limpets. We could do a little bit of mining. You can see it has a hopper and a refinery with 4 slots, and that's what the hopper uses to do the grinding and crush the stones into metal. Fire groups, I don't really have any fire groups, just the mining lasers and the limpets to do their job. Modules are the actual things that are on the ship. You can tell here that the ship itself has plenty of the basics. So it's a good purchase buy-in ship. And then of course your status. You can see I'm not in combat usually, so 3% I'm harmless. But I do like to trade. As you can see, I'm 11% merchant. So I am a merchant in the field, and that's something that I do enjoy doing. Oddly enough, it's kind of quiet, and if you have a busy lifestyle, sometimes you just need that quiet moment to fly around space and just gather yourself, I guess. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Let's get out of here and go to Iguana. Enough my blabber. We'll return to the surface, at least show you what's going on. Pop up the lights here. I think it is. Lights. Make sure that people know that we're getting ready for takeoff. Have clearance from the tower, so we should be ready to go. want to launch it. So we're going to launch. Go. Landing gear, you see that on the bottom right. We're going to push everything into the engine and to the system. So we want to make sure we have full speed getting out of here. Go. Now you see on the circle dial in the middle, that is your, of course, map. So you're looking at right down and see yourself flying in space now. I like the Lakon because it has a great cockpit for viewing. You can't really see exactly behind you, but you can see here, this is your ship, Lakon system schematic. So over here you have more fun graphics, Lakon system. So we're flying and we're going to be looking for this. You see that? One, it didn't pop up. Oh, there it is. Should be a dot where we can find it on us. Let's go back to plotting. So we will run here. Station map. Back down. I think we're in the Iguana system. White dot should be the starbase. Crash into the starbase. Yellow dot on there is us, but it's not showing the Iguana. Okay, let's plot somewhere else and not just sit here and twiddle our thumbs, but we are showing green McMac on system view for space sim. Elite Dangerous Test 1. Green standing. Switch and bandwidth. Again, we're doing server testing today, so bear with us. Not a stress test, but we could use the people in here to see what's going on. But this game is multiplayer, so there are people around the universe. Get a new plot point. Another system. Further out, then that's get to. Problem, we got the fuel. Further. Try to get to Sol. Try it. See a little peek at the system. Get there. Red system. It's by this guy Zachary. I don't know if we'll get attacked, but try. Right. Go and do the plotting over here on the left if you want, or again you can plot it right on the map. Have exit this again. Should be a plot point for. Now it's unknown. Getting more and more lost here in our plots and destinations. Yeah, let's see. If you're watching a rebroadcast, we appreciate you watching our videos. There are some fun things here. Again, we're doing some stress tests on this video. Please keep in mind, we are just trying to call out numbers and colors based on what the server is doing based on this date, 11/9/2015, approximately 4 o'clock. To Sol, where can we go? Just get out of here and see if it will work. Oops, didn't want to do that one. That works fine. Resume, not exit. Don't exit. Resume. There we go. Eczema. How did I get eczema in my vocabulary? Plot point out of here. There it is. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Destination plot point on the bottom right. You can see that we're cleared for jump point. So we're charging our systems now for a frame shift jump. This is what I was talking about earlier about interdictions. This is what gets you to warp or travel from space to space without having, of course, to either drain a lot of fuel, which you can see on the bottom right corner. It's got that little blue tab. We're getting ready to frame shift now. You can see here it looks kind of cool as we travel through this kind of warp space. But you can be attacked in this warp space, and then they will pull you out and then attack your cargo or just destroy your ship just for laughs. People are like that in the multiplayer world, so you have to be able to be cautious. You usually zap in right around the sun. We're doing a several jump points, so we already have ours right there. So it says FSD cooldown on the bottom right. That's frame shift drive cooldown. Ready for another jump. That's cooled down. You can look in the map in the circle. In the middle, there's no one here in this system, so we're able to jump out. Not any troubles at all. And charging, getting ready for the next frame shift jump. And 3, 2, jump. Like I said, you can get interdicted, but you don't really have much flight mechanic in this until that interdiction happens. I'd rather not show you one if we can help it. They are frustrating to deal with. Okay, I guess we're here in Zephyr, unless there's another jump. It's a clean system, so we can look around. No one's in here. Just want to get away from the sun. Someone just jumped in. Got me a little nervous here. Let's check the system, see if we can get to a base that we can land in. There's another one here. See Punkir City. That's not the kind of base we want to get into. Have in the system to try for. But we're supposed to be going to Glyce, so let's rearrange and line back up with our next jump point first. It's Glyce. Here we go. It's Glyce. Jumping and charging. Little idea of space travel. It's not like a plane. You can use your jets to travel in different directions besides forward and backward. A lot of different things you can do. Hey Eric, what's going on? Just trying to do some server testing today. Let us know if you have any streaming issues. We're definitely trying to find out from the viewers what's going on their end. We just launched, so we're a new system, gaminghq.tv, so we're trying to make sure everything's coming clear and through wherever it's getting to. Could you, Eric, if it's possible, could you tell us your location? Not exactly, but whatever city or state you're in, and how this broadcast is coming through, whether it's clean or if it's choppy? That'd be great. We're going to do another frame shift jump here. We're getting close to our system. And we're prepping ourselves here. It's charging. See in the lower right corner, there's that fuel bar again. We got a little blue on there, so it's getting about half a tank. No one's around us in the center dial, so that makes it easy to get away or get to your next jump without someone attacking you. It's nice when they're just, yeah, if you just fly with you, exactly, McMac. That's when it's fun, is you get on the weekend a group of friends flying with you to do a certain specific attack or function. There are function things you can do in here. And do so many different things. It's crazy. Like I said, merchant, combat, bounty hunter. There goes somebody. I wanted to see if we can get someone flying by. It looks like a star flying by you. It's kind of cool. You can see now on the dial, there is a different line coming right at us. Could be getting an interdiction on this next jump. But now that you see in the middle dial, there are some dots moving around. Those are people. Those are dots that are people. Those aren't, people are in those dots. Frame shift jump 6. Everything's clean. Green signal going out. Server test noted 11.9. The little globe just to the left of the center dial, it's got a blue dot in it. That's when we're doing jumps. You want to get that dot right in the middle of the cross, and there you can see that's where your jump point is. So if you're looking around like I was earlier, I probably wasn't just paying attention to that. Got another jump coming up. We got still fuel. There's not much in this system. You can see there's no circles. If you see like those dials around that go in around the different systems, that's telling you that someone is not explored or done anything in that system. You could explore it and have systems named after you. Yeah, we're big space sim fanatics around here. We love that stuff. We're crazy stupid. Who wouldn't want to travel next to a star in space without getting burned to death? If you do get too close, it'll burn your shields down and your ship will get destroyed, so you don't want to linger around that. We're in our system, I believe. I don't see a dot now on our next jump point. Let's take a look on the navigation screen here. Quick second just to see if again we have another system we can jump into here really fast. I'll blow through the list just quickly here just to see if there's anything in range, and there isn't. Interesting. Galaxy map, please. Galaxy map, we have close. That would look like something would be populated. Let's see, how about Leland 1815? Try plotting it here. Get out of here. It says Zachary Hudson, but who knows? Maybe he's a good guy. Let's find out. The other dot came up now and it's flashing. So we're ready to turn our ship and get ready to go to Leland. There it is, oddly enough. You can charge while you're flying. You don't have to get it lined to the circle until you're ready to actually make your jump. But now look in the dial how many yellow dots there are behind us. Or I should say in line with us somewhere. Just hoping we're not going to get attacked before we jump out or get attacked in the jump. Like I mentioned, you can get an interdiction flying, so you want to stay, somewhat around your controls because you will have to deal with a fight, kind of keeping, again, a circle inside of another circle so that you can escape. The longer you can get the circle in the other circle, you'll beat him and be able to break the interdiction. And again, you'll know what I'm saying once that happens. Or you can watch our rebroadcast. Again, we had, I think, 4 or 5 and how many? One jump, 4 or 5 of them. It was ridiculous. It's getting frustrating. Yeah, exactly. Ridiculously frustrating. It was both. Again, we're looking for a different type of ship, or I should say space station on the list. Not one of, and I'll go back to the descriptions here, not one of these, but let's take a look on this one and see what we can find out. Lock destination. Okay, we've got him in the globe now. And you can see on the, oh, we're still in jump mode, I almost forgot. You can still see on the lower dashboard, it's got a ship, basically like a satellite or space station ship there. That's the thing that we're going to land on once we get to there. Another thing that, of course, you're always trying to learn things about this game and try to save you some time. As you approach your, see how it's counting down in time, 23, 22. That's your approach. If you look again on the left side of your screen, just over here, it says alignment, distance, and speed, and it has a little bit of blue in distance and speed. What will happen is I get down to 6 seconds on here. Just keep your eye on the lower left. There will be little bars that will come up. I'm slowing down. Here's the distance one. And the speed, I'm going way too fast. He's slowing down like mad right now. There it goes. It's going to go past us. So we're going to have to turn it around and go through it. But there's a second line on speed and distance. So now they've come closer together. I've cut my speed down. Set the speed way down. And you can see as I increase speed on the throttle on the right side, which is right down here, Increase that throttle speed. There's a little blue line. Going above that is typically too fast. At 7 to 6 seconds is when you want to see the two lines merging, coming up. You can see it now. It's going to hold. It's going to go back up as I slow it down. When the two lines come together is when you can jump in and hit the J button and break your jump speed. Otherwise, we'll smash into that planet. See the two lines? There's one in blue right now. We need the distance to come into blue, and then we'll jump into this gateway system. Coming up. Give it a little more throttle, get us there. Top right corner, see one new contact in the area. Always being kind of safe, disengage ready. You're always kind of spanning around your cockpit every several seconds, as well as around the system, which you can do. Again, this is going to be geared for VR. I've already seen it. It's awesome. You can put the VR in your head, and you'll be like, "Wow, this is everything." You'll pick your hands up, and your hands will be. It's just crazy. Here's our system here that we're landing at. Your little reverse thrusters. You can see them coming out the side here. Watch. That's our reverse thrusting. We don't want to come in there burning hot. We do have to also go down to our communications here, contacts. There's the gateway. We want to request docking. And make sure you're clear. If you notice, there was a Sidewinder in the list too. And there's another one, Lawhead. There's another one there, Lawhead. Okay, well, docking request denied. We need to get it within 7,500 clicks. You can see that in the top left corner how they've denied us at the Carl Safini gateway. But we'll be able to get in there. Just got to get a little closer. Okay, we're within distance now. So we'll go to the contacts again. That's docking. Docking request granted. You can see that now. They want us to land at what pad? 3. Says it in the middle. It's on the, see the little bit of yellow there? So it's technically on this side of the space station. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upward in a vertical format. Going to slow ourselves down here. We don't need to come blazing into this base and blow up, which you will do if you come in too fast. What we need to do is reorient us for what we're doing with the pad. It should be on this side. Backwards, we want to go upwards. Up, I thought. Yep. F is down. R should be up. It is, okay. I was a little confused on that. You should have enough time to be able to reach your pad landing. It's giving you 8 minutes and 30 seconds in the middle. If you're going to not make it to your pad, just turn around and reset and call for a new approach. Call for a new landing request. Slow down here. I don't need to come into the station blasting. Pulling it down at 100. Takes time for you to slow down too, so don't come blazing in here, especially if you got a cargo ship that's heavy like ours. Otherwise you will smash right into this solid object in space while you're traveling. There's the pad. I knew I was close. So again, you can see all the different orientations you can rotate with your mouse or trackball, whatever you're using. Now I want to put my lights on so they know I'm coming in. I want to put my landing gear down, bottom right corner. Coming really slow here. Make sure I'm coming in on the right position. Coming in about 12 knots. I don't like to come in too fast. You can also purchase an auto docking system. We're giving that up for cargo space. So again, some things you will have to decide what you want to do once you've got your ship in your own hands, your own ship, your own way, or if you want to have it versatile where it can do many different roles. I'm a kind of versatile guy. I like to see how many different options I can do when what I'm feeling that day. If I feel like adventure, if I feel like exploration, whatever the case may be. Okay, so we can use flight assist here, keep the ship somewhat stable. Now we're coming in for a landing. I can see we're coming in backwards. Yeah, we should be coming in the other direction. Line up with the tower. Slow down for a second here. Slow down so that we can hear what the station wants us to do. But you can see as I move closer to that dot in the middle, my ship has a dot below it. So I'm trying to basically line up my dot to the center of this dot and stop. See, it's in there now. It's blue. See how it's light blue? Now I basically stop it and line it up. I think the tower was over here, wasn't it? Usually it's a tower or something like that. And this is it. Yeah, this is the tower point here. I think I'm coming in on the right side of things. So we'll just come down a little bit. See if it'll lock into place for us. Transition screen server change. Number 1, Elite Dangerous 11.9. It is locking into place. No change on the green stream. We can now enter the hangar. We're going to lock it down here. The system seems to be working well. We'll put a positive in for Elite Dangerous and we'll keep working on it this week. Keep checking back with us. We're going to enter the hangar just for now because we're going to do some getting ready for our football testing, and that's coming up tonight. We can't be wrong with that one. Check in with us on that. That's our real world matchup. And basically, we do the same teams that are playing tonight, Chicago and San Diego, week 9. And we will put that on the screen about an hour, maybe before, 2 hours. And we've been finding that the scores are matching the real games. It's really uncanny. You can check all the scores out on gaminghq.tv. We try to keep a record there. Um, the system's done. Exactly. My system's done here. But yeah, our load system testing's done here. We're going to switch it over for football. Stick around. And stick around tonight. Same thing. Formula One racing and Project Cars, the new Japanese pack, as well as all the other expansion packs. We're going to try to get those shown as well through this month. It is racing month here on gaminghq.tv. Thank you very much. We'll catch you on the next tune. Tune in so you don't tune out. That's a tacky, terrible line, isn't it? Send us some ending lines. That would be really helpful. Wouldn't it? I think so. Everybody's going to have a closing line. I like that Jim Carrey one. If I don't see you, have a good day, a good night, good morning. That's a great one. Or when Elfie picks up the phone. Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? I don't know. That's maybe I'm that kind of guy. Just that kind of guy. Save and exit to desktop. Goodbye. Yes. See you soon. Don't turn into a broom. You rhyme that. That's not easy. It's not easy. And then sing it like Disney, right? Have a great afternoon, great morning, great night, wherever you are. Just make it great.